Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa. Guys, it is day 51 of 100 days body transformation and also day 21 of Vlogmas. There will not be a workout today. Today is Wednesday. There will not be a workout today. Instead, I want to talk about the foods that I eat. So I'm going to do a little bit like how the Vogue food diaries are and tell you what a typical day is in the life of a pescatarian, and that's what I is. That's what I is. That's what I am. Guys, so what is a pescatarian? So in my version of what I did a video on this a few years ago. If I find it, I probably will link it. But a pescatarian is just another version of vegetarian, with the only exception is that I still eat seafood. So I'm kind of like in the middle of a vegetarian and a vegan. I still eat vegan stuff. So with vegan, what my son is that they don't eat any dairy products and nothing, no dairy and no animals. So yeah guys, so like I said, I eat veggie, I eat seafood, and I eat some vegan stuff. So I'm right there on the crust of both worlds. But yeah guys, so what is a typical day like for me, especially since I am doing this 100-day body transformation where I try to exercise more, and it's all about the foods and eating a little bit healthier. Well, let's start with breakfast. My typical breakfast, well, let me start with my typical day. Well, when I get up, thank God, what I do is that I normally go to the bathroom, do a number one, TMI. This is all TMI stuff, but in case you're curious. And basically what I do is that after, sometimes it varies. Sometimes I will let the dogs out first, and then while they're going, I go, or wait until they come back and then I go, right? Because I'm already downstairs to let them out. So this varies. The time period is normally early in the morning. So typically it depends, anywhere from 4:30 to, I want to say 6:30, sometimes 7:30. It all depends. Each day is different. And what does my typical breakfast look like? A typical breakfast for me is I would have eggs, either scrambled omelet, mix it up with some veggies in there like spinach, definitely some bell peppers. I'm getting back into the oatmeal. The oatmeal is always good because it has lots of fiber in there. And with the oatmeal, I also like overnight oatmeal as well, where I just put it in a mason jar and pretty much just add almond milk to it and leave it overnight, and I love it with apples. And with any variation of the oatmeal, I always add a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon, or one of each, or typically both. Can you believe I was making oatmeal the other day and all I had was nutmeg? And but just for the fact that I was cleaning out and doing like a massive clean, I was like, cleaning out all the spices and everything, and guess what I found? Cinnamon. I was like, what did I buy? I must have bought the cinnamon mainly for outside the garden, and I totally forgot about it. But it doesn't matter, as long as I have one or both, is actually good. Once in a while, I would have a bagel for breakfast. And normally, typically, I either buy the bagels, but the majority of times I get my bagel from Panera Bread. I know, I should make my own, but it's so good. And once in a while I'll eat yogurt. So my typical breakfast time is that I don't eat before 10:30 is the goal. Sometimes I eat 9:30. Never before that. I mean, things happen, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I eat at 8:30. But normally it's after like 10:30 that I eat breakfast. And I think that's it for breakfast, like what I have for breakfast. I really don't go off the beacon path unless I'm late and don't you know, get busy with stuff and I don't eat breakfast and I'm already into lunch. Then yeah, I'll just eat lunch and not breakfast. But yeah, so after that, in between that time before I eat breakfast, I am busy doing work either around the house, you know I have many jobs. So I'm either doing some kind of work or something. And so yeah, and then it depends on what day it is. I may get started on a load of laundry. It all depends. But lately I have been like wiping the floors more, you know, and just cleaning up, trying to not make it so overwhelming for me to do one cleanup during the week. Just do little by little. So what do I snack on in between, you know, like what's my typical snack? Since I've been doing the 100-day body transformation, or even before that, I love some hummus. Now the hummus I can eat with crackers, and what I've been doing lately is that I take like the street kind tacos, the small ones, that's what they call the street side, and I fry it up. I know I shouldn't fry it, but yeah, typically the oils that I use when I'm frying is olive oil. Once in a while I'll buy canola, but it's typically olive oil all day, every day. Yeah. And coconut oil. Once in a while I use coconut oil when I'm making the eggs or something like that. Yeah. So with the snacks, I just fry up, you know, cut up the pita into like slices, like, you know, like little mini sized pizza slices, and then fry them up like a quick 30 seconds or a minute on each side so they're lightly golden brown. And then just take that and eat it with the hummus. Once in a blue moon, I may take some bell peppers and eat it with the hummus or some fruits and veggies. But, you know, that's what I like to mix things up. So that's what I like to snack on, or some yogurt. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else I snack on lately. Oh yeah, oh what? I can snack on peanut butter and jelly. Once in a blue moon, I snack on that, you know. So lately I have been buying Golden Crust. None of these things are sponsored. I found Golden Crust has a plant-based patty, because I don't know if you guys know, or some of you may know, that I'm originally born and raised in Jamaica, but I've been living in the States for so many years, so many moons. And guess what somebody said to me the other day? Somebody said they used to live where I live, and first the person asked me, he said he was with his wife and family at the market, and he said, "You're not from around here. Where are you from?" I said, "I live in blah, 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 blah." And then he said, "Oh yeah, I can tell." And I said, I'm curious, did you pick up an accent? I said, because originally I'm from Jamaica. He's like, "No, I didn't hear that." What? What? Lord of mercy. My accent gone. I've been in the States so long, my accent is gone, guys. Oh my gosh. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Oh, wagwan. We don't have no accent anymore. I tell people my accent is gone. You know, some people say, yeah, they hear it a little bit, but you know what that means? That means I need to go to Jamaica and take a trip to Jamaica. That's what that means. My accent gone. Oh, what am I trying to say? My accent is gone. My accent is gone, people. Can you hear an accent? Anyway, guys. So that kind of took me aback, because everyone, I kind of like play with people, and I say, you know, what do you think? Where do you think I'm from? You know, when they ask me, you know, like, where are you from? I hear an accent. You'd be surprised the things that I hear, and so many different variations and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting. But he was the first one to say I'm from Georgia. Georgia have a different kind of accent, guys. Like, people, I've met people who are born and raised in Georgia, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they're usually the first ones that pick up that I am not from here. But it's interesting though. And then some people pick up a little bit of New York, and then when I'm talking to people on the phone, they think that I'm from England. Yes, the British. So you just don't know. So it's like, no. This guy used to call me rude gal. Hey, rude gal. I digress. We're talking about food, not my accent. So guys, so yeah. So that's what I would have like for lunch or in between, like a patty, like a plant-based patty. Lunch varies because I like to mix things up. Because I am a pescatarian, the seafood that I typically eat is lobster, shrimp, fish, and salmon. The lobster, probably I haven't been eating that as much lately. I would say I tend to lean more towards the shrimp and the salmon, kinda. And lately it's the salmon. So if I had to rate it, I would say the salmon, the shrimp, the fish, the lobster, like that. That's typically what I would eat as far as the main protein, but every food has protein in it, people. And so that I would do. And I like to create like new recipes, like here, you know, just creating new recipes. And basically, oh, and a staple with any vegetarian or vegan is potatoes. Lots of veggies, lots of potatoes, lots and lots of potatoes. Not as much as you think, but the potatoes, you normally have to buy potatoes every week. And let's see, of course bread, I still eat bread, you know, and you know, once in a blue moon, I know, just to get that that peanut butter in. That's for lunch. Typically it is one of those seafood with either salad or potato or a vegan mac and cheese, or you know, it varies. For dinner, what I would typically eat is the same thing again. Either it's one of the seafoods, or I mix it up and create some kind of recipe because I like it. And then there's this tofu dumpling that's kind of like from the Asian food aisle in the supermarkets. Oh my gosh, it's so good, because my son eats that also because it is vegan, and they have one with tofu, without tofu. I can never get tofu right. I've seen so many videos on it now that I'm going to venture to try it again. In the past, I would buy up a lot and then it just sits there in the freezer. I tried it 2 times in the past. It didn't come out good because I wasn't doing it right. But now that I know, when I was getting ready to make it, I looked and they were expired, so I just threw them out. But yeah, I like to experiment with my food, and I like to come up with new creations, especially for my son, like for the holiday, because he cooks his own food, guys. And basically I want to master the best vegan mac and cheese. I've tried a few recipes and mixing my own concoctions, but I've yet to like master it. If you know, then go, because I've shared this story with so many people about, especially with the past 2 Thanksgivings, and what happened with the mac and cheese. Last year came out so good, and I can't remember what I did because I was like adding in so many things. This year, not so good, because I tried a brand new recipe and it was okay. He ate it, but it wasn't like, you know, fan favorite. But yeah, guys. And throughout the day, especially at least once a day, but especially throughout the day, I've been doing it more. I'm a tea person, so I love tea. All kinds of tea. The only teas I will not drink is black tea and Lipton regular tea. For some reason, the black tea gives me a headache, and the Lipton tea is so bland and so And here is the thing, I drink tea with just hot water, but for some reason with the Lipton regular tea, which they make iced tea down here, which I don't like iced tea drinks, cold ice, I don't know. But anyway, I just don't care for those two. But any other teas, yes. Now, if I'm fancy in a fancy restaurant or something or somewhere, then I would add a little bit of milk and the sugar and all that kind of stuff. But once in a while, I would add sugar to my tea, as my mother would tell my son when he was little. Oh, I'm gonna make you some hit the spot tea, because it's full of sugar, not that many sugar, but you know, it's so sweet and good that it hit the spot in your stomach. That's so good, that make you want to just, you know, take a nap or go to sleep. But yeah, so I'm definitely a tea person. In the winter time, I kind of like hot chocolate, especially around the holidays. Around this time, it's mostly hot chocolate. Since I've been doing the 100 days body transformation, you know, some of the hot chocolate comes with marshmallows. So I've been doing really, really good, where I would just take a packet of the marshmallows and just add a little bit, like, you know, less than 10 or something in there. And it still sweetens it up. All you need is just hot water and the hot chocolate packets. Basically, that's how my day is. You know, I do stuff in between the day, but when I'm you know, ready to relax, I sit down and do videos, you know, do stuff for my candle business, you know, spend time with my family, the dogs. And you know, and for me, relaxation comes when the house is clean. If you know, then go. And basically just sitting down watching some videos, some Netflix, some Prime Video, stuff like that. If you really want to see what it is that I eat in a day, follow me on Instagram, because I normally post on there what I eat and what I come up with, you know. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope that you learned a little bit more of some of the foods that I eat. And if you are a pescatarian, comment down below, or if you have any recipes that you want to share with me, comment down below and let me know as well. So guys, until next time, go, 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 go! And share with somebody what you eat every day. Until next time, peace, love. Bye.